Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 12. I'm Cik Muhammad Zafri bin Cik Nordin. And with two other guys, which is Muhammad Syafiq bin Muhammad Saudi and Muhammad Adi Irfan. Our introduction is since the World Health Organization, which is WHO, announced the news of the COVID-19 epidemic in November 2019, the world has changed dramatically. This illness spreads by microscopic liquid particles that an infected person can release when they cough, sneeze, talk, sing, or breathe. This virus is not only contagious, but it is also fatal. Many attempts have been made across the world to prevent the spread of the disease, including the establishment of many isolation centers and the closure of many public locations, companies, and education institutions to prevent the disease from spreading further. Since then, everyone on the planet has done their work or study online using technology. So the next slide is method. Give Ali to continue. Ali.
So let's talk about the methods. So the articles we have selected is learning at home using technology. And the platform or search engine Google Scholar, which limited to the academic journals and conferences proceeding not more than 5 years. And the database that we are using is Google Library. So we have chosen 12 articles as a result. So as far as the mapping of article goes, the articles are interesting technology and media in learning process. Okay, life literature reviews on the factors affecting primary teachers using digital technology, psychological impacts of COVID-19 and satisfactions from online classes, distribution in the daily routine, and the prevention of deposition stress and anxiety among students of Pakistan. Also, challenges of integrating uh, mobile technologies into teaching and learning progress in Nigerian primary schools. Also, the impact of learning of home on the educational outcomes of vulnerable children in Australia. So, let's talk about the implementation of technology in education. So, technology allows human to solve major problems, especially in education. How to develop complement educator and with the effect in current technology. COVID-19 forces students and teachers to move with online classes, dynamic processes and advantages of technologies resulting in big gaps of education system globally. So the challenges we are facing in online distance learning is like just be guided by be guided by the teacher, so it allows students to understand better. Technologies are more likely improving and students feedbacks during classes. Education performances are more likely to be affected both mentally and physical. COVID-19 caused every educational place to implement with online learning. So the impact of technology on education system. Technology can help students much better with a good guide and excellent tools. Teachers also facing challenges among the adapters. Some students are not satisfied, and a minority of them are facing stress and mental health issues. People need to be prepared with the post coronavirus era. Long term educational disengagement risks students to allow academic and poorer social outcomes. Also, let's talk about the more articles like perceived utility evaluation of Microsoft Teams as the online learning platform during COVID-19 using system usability, scales, and technology. So Microsoft Teams performs as the tool for the online learning platform, as we all know that. Also using learning media to increase learning motivation in elementary school. Okay, so the impact of technology on education upon that is suitable learning media can boost students motivation, and interacting during lessons. So, as far as the assigning the impact of technology, learning, and assignment goes, students can have flexible schedules to use research and study groups. Challenges of the home learning during the movement control order among UITI M students. So the challenges are preparing for the online lessons are more difficult, and the impact of technology is students are more likely resulting in stress with a lot of work during online classes. So impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on online education.
Okay, so for the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on online home learning, an explorative study of primary school in Indonesia by Setiawati Putri. So for the implementation of technology in education in Indonesia shifting to e-learning due to COVID-19. For the challenge on online distance learning, sudden change causing student difficulties to adapt, especially primary students. So for the impact of technology on education system, students, parents, and teachers facing many challenges. So for the article is using technology to maintain the education of residents during the COVID-19 pandemic. For the challenge on online distance learning, surgical residency program should be able to help supporting future innovation in surgical education. For the impact of technology on education system, prioritize mental and physical can help them adapting with distant learning too. So for the article learning from home during pandemic, a blended learning for reading to write activity in EFL setting. So for the challenge on online distance learning, teachers guidance is more important and adapting to technology is the best way to help students. For the impact of technology on education system, technology could help students not just relying on teachers alone, but other sources can be excellent tools to improve. Okay, so for the implementation of technologies in education, it is widely utilized in education, both informal and official schooling, for the aim to active student and instructor or teaching staff creativity. For example, we have Microsoft Teams. Okay,
This
so
is the example of challenge on online distance class. Yes. Uh, for the example, UiTM Pahang, due to a scarcity of devices and internet connection, a lack of moral support, a loss of interest in the topic, increased workload, the difficulty of concentrating on online classes. And about the Argentina, the females, psychological anguish, and for the males are less happy with online distance education. This is the example of challenge on online distance class. And this is the next slide is about impact of learning at home using technology. Distance learning poses a long-term danger to students' academic and social success. Second one is teachers are finding a difficult time adapting to new technologies that are growing throughout the year. And the last one, for the impact of learning at home using technology is a student who reported their guardians income experience stress. The conclusion, reviewing article regarding studying at home using technology is advancing and moving rapidly throughout the year. It is also affecting both education and how our society coping with new mechanisms to implement with their daily. However, few places with low income and fall behind with current technologies can causing error on information with current education modules. Plus, this issue could cause far more worse during post-COVID era where everyone is adapting with current technology while they are far behind with traditional methods. For our recommendation, we have to support both financial and medical to students. Teachers and family always playing the main role in education, and last one is prepare the best modules of education alongside with advancing technology. I think that's all from us. Thank you.